Alright guys, let's do part 2 of your list for this week. Just a reminder, we're doing open and closed syllables. Remember, open syllable is a single vowel at the end of the syllable. The vowel is going to be long. We put the macron on top to remind us that it's long. A closed syllable is a single vowel followed by one or more consonants. The vowel is short. We put a breve on the top for those closed syllables, the short vowels. All of our words have an open syllable. That's the pattern that you're really learning, is the open syllable with a long vowel sound, with some other syllable types thrown in. So at the beginning we had open syllable and closed syllables at the end. Then we had R-controlled vowels. So we had open syllable and R-controlled vowels. Now we're going to get into a different pattern where we'll have open syllable, and then it looks like a closed syllable, but it's actually going to be involving the schwa. Right over here, the schwa. S-C-H-W-A. And what that is the upside down E. It says it's the short U sound, Any vowel can represent the schwa in an unaccented syllable. Usually the first syllable is the accented syllable, so the second or third syllable is the one that may have the schwa in it. And so I'll demonstrate those words for you. The first one we'll do is vocal. I'm making this video at night, and now the bugs are very vocal outside. O, K, O. The first sound is the V. O, K. Just skip that one. The sounds like the U, but it's spelled with an A because vo, that is an open syllable, and that is the stressed syllable, or the one with the most force. Vocal. And this is the unstressed syllable, so it can say the sound, and it's represented in this word with the A. The next word is label. Label. A, B, O, A, B, B. My lips are closed. The line is first. The sound in this word is spelled with the E. It says the sound because it's an unaccented syllable. A is an open syllable. Ball is the unaccented second syllable, and so it can say the sound. So the is represented with the E in this word. The next word is vital. Learning how to spell is vital. It means it's important. I, O. I, O. In this word, it's spelled with an A, but it says the sound. Vi, open syllable, toe. It looks like a single vowel followed by one or more consonants, and it would be a. Vital, that's not the word. You have to remember the schwa rule. The schwa can be represented by any single vowel in an unaccented syllable. Vital. The next one is legal. the G, O. This word is the A, the same sound. Lee, long E, must be open syllable. Not Lee, gal. You have to remember the schwa can represent be represented by any single vowel in an unaccented syllable. Legal. The next word, which actually should have been at the top of the list because it's an open syllable and a closed syllable, is broken. Broken. O, K, E, N. B. My lips are closed. The line is first. O, K. And this word is spelled with a K in the middle. Broke. E. N. Bro, it's a long O, so that's an open syllable. A single vowel followed by one more consonant. The vowel is short. Broken. The next word is aroma. Bacon has a wonderful aroma. Is spelled with an A in this word because it's a schwa. It's an unaccented syllable. A lot of times if you have A at the beginning, it's either going to be a long A, like acorn or agent, or it's going to be the schwa, like aroma, or around, about, above. All of those have the sound, but they're spelled with an A. The next sound in aroma is R, O, It is not spelled with a U, it's spelled with an A because it's the schwa. So aroma has two schwas. The main syllable is ro. So that is a syllable, that is a syllable, and that's a syllable. We've got three vowel sounds. O, 3 vowel sounds, we've got 3 syllables. If you clap out the word aroma, that's 3 syllables. You figure out where the breaks are, and you can clap it out and pay attention to where you break it when you clap. Aroma. You can also look it up in the dictionary or look it up on a dictionary app. That's going to show you the syllable breaks. The next word is climate or climate. It's either it or Climate. O, I, M, E, T. O, I, M, E. It's a couple of different, you can do this several different ways. There is a silent E. The silent E goes in the same box as the last consonant or the last sound because it does not make its own sound, so it cannot have its own box. This letter right here in the dictionary can be the short I or the schwa. Or sometimes in South we say which is the short E, climate. Climate, climate. Cly, long I, syllable break right here, met. This silent E is not making the vowel in front of it say its long sound, A, climate. That's not it. Climate. It may be due to word origin as to why the silent E is not making that say its long sound. But the main focus for us is finding open syllables, which is that first syllable. 2 more words. The word is native. A, t, I, The first sound is A, t, I, I'm going to explain this phonics rule, which is very interesting, first. There is no English word that ends in a V or a J. There are none. If there is a word that ends in a V, it will always have a silent E after it. Always. If there is a word that has a J sound at the end, it's usually spelled with a DGE or a J with an E at the end, but usually it's a DGE, not a J. But there is no word in the English language that ends with a V or a J. That is why this says it, native, because look at it. If it was like this, a single vowel followed by one or more consonants, the vowel is short. But because there's no English word ending in a V, we have the silent E. It does not change this sound. It is just silent. Native. That's also why this word have is pronounced have, not have. It's a sight word. A single vowel followed by one or more consonants, the vowel is short. No English word ends in a V. It has to have an E after it. It only is protecting the V. It is not changing that vowel sound. That's why this word says have. It's the A sound. So look back through some of your sight words. And you always wondered, why does this say have? It's because of that V. It has to be protected by the E. Isn't that cool? When you know some of these phonics rules, then it makes perfect sense. Let's do the last word. Motive. Motive. O, t, I, O, t, I, Single vowel followed by one or more consonants is short. A little scared. V doesn't want to be at the end of the word, so we have to protect it with the silent E. O is my other vowel sound, so it must be an open syllable. Motive. Alright guys, that is the end of our list. So you learned about open syllables, closed syllables, R-controlled vowel. You learned about the schwa and a multi-syllable word. It can be represented by any single vowel. And so we had the A, 3 of them were A's, and 1 of them was represented by the E. Also, it could be at the beginning or the end of a syllable, like an aroma. And you learned about that little scared V who doesn't want to be at the end of the word, so it's protected by the E. And also the J's, but that wasn't on our list, but you know it anyway, because you're super awesome 5th graders. Alright guys, well I hope that you do super great awesome on your test, and that as you're reading your story and your AR books, that you find words that you may not know, and you can figure them out by knowing the syllable type. Look for your vowels, then figure out if the vowel at the end of the syllable, or is it in the middle, is it followed by 1 or more consonants? Well, I know that's either going to be short or long. I hope that you have a great week, and I'll see you later.